Hello, today I'm adding even more irons to the fire. Even if most people here know me as a Magic the Gathering Old School player, that's not the game where I shine the most. That game is Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow, overused, competitive battling, played on simulators. I am known as marcoasd, marcoasd, whatever, depending on the language. And I am the current Red Blue Yellow Overused Invitational Champion. After winning Red Blue Yellow Overused Invitational number 5, and one of the few true fathers of the game, along with sempiternal players like GGFan and Heroic Troller, and many others, no disrespect, but there are so many great players out there, present and past. However, there are very few who have spit on Father's Time's face as spitefully as we did. Even though I'm not active anymore, I still join invitational tournaments and World Cups. There are so many things I could say. For now, I'll quickly sum up my story and my memories about my path. Here I'm going to make a statement about the purposes of the upcoming section and playlist. On one hand, I'll give tips for those who want to learn the tier, who want to pick it up, something I have been doing all along. And on the other hand, I'll try to give some insights on the tournament scene and the most recent trends of this game. This game keeps changing even after some decades. That's amazing, isn't it? And that's the reason why even retired players sometimes, just sometimes, come back and play. So where do I start? As a kid, I was terrible at this game for Game Boy, but I absolutely loved it. I have so many good memories of friends, people coming together. I mean, if you are here and you stay here, that's either because you know these things or because you are a Red Blue Yellow Overused player. So, you know. Well, later, I felt like I wanted to understand the things that I had missed as a kid. Stepped into Pokemon Perfect, Red Blue Yellow, 2010, Smogon. I was mentored by Isa, played against the best players at the time, Isa himself, Latra, Crystal, GGFan, so many others, and established myself, became a well-known player, won a lot of tournaments, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of them. Then players come in, you get into other stuff, you retire, but at some point things change again and you come back in a different form. So a few things you might want to know. How did I become good? I was active, I watched better players. Today it's even easier to do that, you have easy access to replays and material. Also, I did not allow my misplays or my losses have an influence on the player I was going to be the next day. That's the most important thing. No matter how good you are going to have ups and downs. Well, having a mentor helps, but playing on the ladder is a good point to start from anyway. What's the Invitational Tournament? It's the most prestigious individual tournament for Red Blue Yellow Overused, also with prizes. The highest prize total you will find. But you have to be a well-established player if you want to be invited, or you have to go through a meat grinder tournament with limited slots. How did I become the champion? That's a long story, Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't think I was the best player in the tournament, but eventually I won anyway. I once was considered the best, just like many others. In any competition, the present is all that counts, and the battlefield has the final word. What's the lesson that we take away from that? To me, that's simple. In a world where you are always told that you need to be the best at something, this story puts things back in the right perspective. Being the best is not under your control. You're not alone in the world. However, being serious and passionate is more than enough, and that's within reach. I remember those who played well, even though they did not win. Pay attention to that. When Twitch Plays Pokemon came out, I really hoped that Red Blue Yellow Overused could become more popular, but that did not happen. And that was kind of disappointing to me, but that's water under the bridge. Today I play in invitational tournaments and World Cups, or for special occasions. Am I ever going to join the most famous tournament on Smogon again, the Smogon Premier League? I don't know, it's not impossible, but this year I decided not to. Team tournaments give you glory, individual tournaments give you satisfaction, and World Cups give you pride and camaraderie. So give me World Cups all day. SPL is very similar to Olympics. People from different tiers, which are like different sports, and people from different nations playing together. It feels great, really. But it's for youngsters, like the Olympics. Also, like the Olympics, it's selective. I had heard that there was some concern about this year's pool not being good enough just because Troller was not going to join. Things are looking brighter than you think, don't worry. There are great players out there. And they are going to join the tournament. They did actually. In the next video I'm going to talk about the pool of players and why you should be supporting each and every one of them. A different reason for each and every one of them. Why didn't I join? I'm still retired. SPL is for active players. There are players who deserve the spot. I'm not ready to play, honestly. I have to take care of this channel. Maybe I can help RBY Overused become more popular, so I'm more useful here. I'll play in the World Cup, so we will meet there, don't worry. So for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.